right, everybody. Welcome back to MAPOP Sports. Grandy. And today, I was just thinking, I had some people who were kind of asking me, what's my day to day? What do I do? Because I had a lot of friends who are like selling sports cards online. What the hell do you do on a daily basis? So, it took me just to kind of give everybody about 2 months, 2.5 to 3 months to kind of fine tune my daily process. So I was kind of, I guess you could say, chicken with the head cut off for that first 2 months because, all right, I had a list. I had to get my listings up on eBay. I had to do all these shows on Whatnot. I had to kind of figure this out. And then on top of that, I was moving at the same time. So it was chaos for me for like 2-3 months. Trying to move, trying to get my eBay store listings, as high as possible. And I just felt like I said, chicken with the head cut off. So, but about 2-3 months into it, I figured out my daily process. At least I've tried to stick with it. So, as previous videos, I was telling you guys, I wanted to be able to do about 250 listings a day, because I'm a one-man show, guys. If you guys are wondering, because all those other content creators or those bigger stores, card stores, even like Burbank or Card Collector 2, all those guys who have like literally hundreds of thousands to millions of listings on eBay, they have multiple people behind the scenes, not just one person. I'm one person, so it's going to take me some time to be able to list everything, price everything out, and source everything. So let's just jump into it. My daily process. Currently, I don't know, it could change on down the road, but what I'm actually doing is, obviously I take care of my kids in the morning. I drop them off to school, get them breakfast. I literally am Mr. Mom in the morning for the first 2 hours of life on a daily basis, Monday through Friday. So after that, what I normally do is I try to spend approximately 2 hours of filtering and scanning cards or taking pictures of cards that I'm going to list for the day. Or actually, it's more like listing the next day. So here's my process. This is the reason why. So I get a list of about 250 cards, whether they're slabs mixed in with patches, and also just kind of insert common cards that I can scan. So I try to do a mixture. I try to do about 150 to 200-ish cards that I can quickly scan, maybe more if I have time, obviously. And then I try to do about 50 to about 75, whether they're slabs, patches, that I try to take pictures with my camera or with my phone. So that's just kind of where I'm at right now. Hopefully, if the process gets faster, I can do more. That's the whole point of the deal. Then what I normally do, once I get them onto the system, whether it's in the Chrono cards or in my pictures, forms, and everything, what I actually do is I store them. They're stored, and I get them documented, pricing and everything. I don't quite list them quite yet. I got to make sure everything matches in regards to the documentation, because like I said, Chrono cards is about 80% accurate, but you still got about 20% that you have to correct. And then obviously the inserts, parallels, sometimes Chrono cards or any of those applications, they're not 100% correct. So you got to make sure you try to spend some time to correct those. And then what I normally do is, after I do all that, obviously I got to go pick up my daughter from half day of school, preschool. Then what I normally do is I do inventory and sorting. So from the previous day scan. So that's why I was trying to tell you guys, I scan previous day scan so I can prep for the next day. So this is the thing. So after I do that, I come home, and then I do sorting and inventory for like 2.5 hours. So that way, and what do I mean by sorting? So I got football, basketball, baseball, hockey, soccer. I have certain locations where I put everything, and then obviously box sets, and then I do alphabetical order. And so that way, when people make orders or do orders on eBay and everything, I'm able to find the cards easily. This is the worst part of the day for me. I feel like it's the worst part. That's why I put it for midday, because I don't want to be at the end of the day doing this shit, because it sucks. But I try to do it, try midday when I'm kind of active and just kind of mind thinking everything. So what I normally do, I plug in podcasts I love the best, go at it, inventory, sorting, and all that stuff for about 2.5 hours. Then what I normally do is about the next 2.5 hours of the day. This is probably about early afternoon, mid-afternoon, early afternoon, I want to say. I go through all my eBay orders for the day, because this is the thing with me is, my goal is 2 days shipping, 2-day business days shipping. But I don't tell anybody, but I try to ship that day up or the next day. So the cool thing is, orders that came in from previous day, I try to get, I try to get those throughout the next day. And then any orders from that morning, I load up all my orders and everything, and then I start packaging and shipping. So that's what I do for the next 2.5 hours on that. Luckily, post office is literally 2 blocks away from my house, so it's a quick drop off. Once I go and pick up my kids from school, the rest of the older kids. So it kind of fine tunes it in a sense. So once I get that all shipped, packaged, ready to rock and roll, I literally go to the post office, drop it off, pick up the kids, come back from school. Now, everybody's like, that's it? That's your day? Pretty much. However, then this is the thing. This is my business, and I'm gonna grind as much as I can. So in the afternoon, evening, once my wife is home, she's able to help, with the kids and everything. Then I go back to work again. I start focusing in regards to the listing. So I try to do the listings in the evenings and afternoons, late afternoons to the evenings. And I do my listings and pricing. So all the quick ones, obviously that I've scanned, I'm usually able to price them pretty quickly because, I kind of know what the pricing should be on those things, or at least I wouldn't even say should be as much as that I know they're going to move, that I'm going to make, excuse me, that I'm going to make some profit. And also I know the pricing is aggressively enough, but not superly that I'm losing money, but aggressively enough that I can make something off of it and it's going to move. Then I also do the pricings in regards to the slabs and the patches. Here, we'll, just kind of show you guys, pricing. What do I use for prices or guides? Obviously, there's many different apps now that you can look at pricing. But here, we'll go through this one real quick. I usually go through, 130 Point. If you guys ever heard of it, it's 130point.com. It kind of shows you the last sales of eBay, other auctions, things like that. So that's what I normally use. So let's go this. Let's go, a quick example. David Robinson rookie card here. You guys can see. I don't know if you can see, but I'm getting this one graded. So let's just see if I got this graded, or raw. We'll take a look at this. So if I get this graded from SGC, who I'm currently using now for this one, let's just say SGC 9. So that's kind of my thought process on that. So let's go David Robinson, and then this is the NBA Hoops. And then I usually look up by the number. And let's just go SGC 9. Let's just see what it gives us on this one, just to kind of see the pricing. So here we go real quick. I'm just kind of looking it up. And right now, like I just said, you can kind of see right here. So the last couple sales from, in November. So the SGC 9, you're not going to get too much value on that. So you're seeing anywhere between $7 to $9 to $20. Here's a kind of a, and $36. So, and 40, this is a PSA or SGC 10. So we'll look at that. So in the past, I would say since September. So in the past 3, 4, 5 months, I mean, you can say the comps on this card, if it's an SGC 9, it's anywhere between about $8 if you count in tax. So I'd say $8 to about $20. 8 to 20, pending obviously the season and availability of the card itself. And then let's just say this, I graded this, came back a 9. I would technically probably price this anywhere around like $10, $15 if it came back a 9. $10 to $15 or best offer. That's how I would do it. Depending on how I feel, if someone offered me $7, $8, I might just take it because that's where the comps are. But let's just say all of a sudden, the latest comps are $15. If you offered $10, $12, I might give that to you too, or you just buy it now. Simple as that, guys. So that's how I would price it. I want to be as close as to the comps or a little bit under as possible. And then if you want to see what this raw card is, let's just go real quick here. So rawness, you can see it's about $1 to $2. So $1 or $2. So it's a $1 or $2 card. So grading it will increase the value. Now keep in mind the grading fees. Is it risky? Yeah, because if you get a 9, you're actually ending up losing money. So that's you got to be real careful and inspect your cards before you submit it to get graded. So I kind of inspect this one. I'm thinking that worst case scenario, this is a 9, but if it becomes a 10, as you can see right here, I'll look it up, a 10 real quick. And a 10, you can see it's worth the risk. I mean, it's anywhere between the last couple, between let's say $30 to $40. $30, $40 literally will double your money on this card if you can get an SGC 10. So highly recommend, see if you clean the car. I wouldn't use it clean, and you just wipe it out, make sure there's no fingerprints on it, make sure there's no dents, dimples, centering and everything like that. Corners are sharp. If you can, if you think you're gonna get a 10, it's definitely worth the money. So that's how I price it. That's the company, or that's the app that I use for pricing. I also go through eBay. If you guys have not seen, just kind of go through eBay, the latest sales on eBay. What I normally do is just filter on eBay here. We'll just do it real quick here. Let's just go eBay. We'll do it real quick. And here we go. So what I normally do is you want to search. Let's just say you can search anything. So we'll go David Robinson and hoops. And that was the number, what was that? 310. That's his rookie card, so we'll look it up real quick. If you guys don't know David Robinson, holy crap, I just aged myself. He's one of the greatest centers of all time, I feel like. Definitely top 50 player, I would say, of all time. And he used to play for the Spurs, Lonely Spurs. This is pre-Tim Duncan, pre-Victor Wembanyama for all the youngins, if there's any youngins here. So this is what I do. Search, and I go sold and completed items. So I'm pretty sure if you guys have seen this, if you guys... you can kind of see the last sold items of this card on eBay. Here's some, this is a PSA graded cards. And then right here, if you want to see them raw, all you need to do is click graded, no. So there you guys go. Let's see what happens. So we filter through that, $1. And you can see the shipping. So that's the kind of cool thing of this. $1.75. So it's anywhere between, like I said, about, and then this guy right here, because you can see it's a sharp card. If they think they're gonna get a good, grading, they might bought this card just like $4-6 right there. So $6-7 right there. So it's a decent card raw if you have a good centered sharp card, and you can kind of see from the pictures. And remember, they don't sometimes on the bidding. So if you look for the buy it now, this will show you the final pricing. Sometimes it doesn't show the final pricing of the buy it now. So you gotta be careful on the eBay once you search through the sold and everything. So you gotta make sure the auction usually shows the end price, but the buy it now sometimes are best offered. They don't show the best offer. That's why I use the 130 points. So I use those two, and then also, I just kind of, if you kind of go through all the other sites right now, you may possibly be able to find some of the other apps. I think Sports, what's the Sports Investor guy? What's his name? That Jeff guy, whatever. He has an app too. So there's different avenues you can look to see the prices of the cards, and you can price it. So now you can kind of see in the evening process, the pricing, it can get kind of tedious. I wouldn't say tedious, but it's time consuming because you gotta look up the cards, the slabs, just to see how much they run. So there you guys go. And that's pretty much about it, how I price my cards for eBay and for my listings, things like that. It's pretty simplified, I feel like. And then it's just, remember at the end of the day, when you come to pricing your cards, whether you're doing a show, listing online, everything, remember this. This is the biggest thing, especially people who are thinking they're investing into cards and everything like that. Your card's only worth what somebody's willing to pay for it. End of the day, that's just been true since the beginning of sports cards. It's only worth what somebody's willing to pay for it. You may think it's worth $100, but if the only person you can find that's only willing to pay $50 for it, it's only worth $50, guys. So there you guys go, simple as that. Appreciate if you guys watched the video all the way to this point. Don't forget, I put in the link in the description. Check out the eBay store. You guys want to help support me, or just take a look at just the cards I carry. Just go take a look at my eBay store. I list every day as much as I can, obviously. Upcoming videos, I'll talk a little bit more about my sourcing and stuff like that. Times I do, in regards to upping my inventory, and then there's all kinds of other stuff you got to do in regards to business wise. So simple, not so simple actually. It's pretty It's fun, man. I'm loving this. This is a journey that I'm taking to starting my own online business in regards to sports cards selling and all that stuff. So I'm just kind of learning the intricacies of everything on that. So hopefully you guys learned a little bit something. At least you guys got my behind the scenes, what I usually do day to day. I'll get into more, obviously the market currently too. I want to talk about that and all the shenanigans with grading and all that stuff too. So other than that, appreciate you guys watching this far. Don't forget, if y'all like this stuff, subscribe. If not, crazy, like I said, you guys are watching a long video like this. So other than that, man, till next time, guys.